Sedan vi började anlita assets inom ekonomi och lön har vi fått högre kvalitet och tillgång till rätt kompetens. Assets ger oss avlastning och stöd så att jag kan fokusera på resultatet.
Assets. Redovisning, revision och lön. För dig som tänker nytt.
Spela musiken som passar för stunden. Oavsett om det handlar om att skruva upp feststämningen eller varva ner på kvällen, kan du sätta ihop dagens soundtrack med reklamfri musik och nedladdningar offline på Spotify Premium. Tryck på bannern för mer information.
But listen, I'm following.
I don't even know if there's demo games they're out or not. What is this Grand Blue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok demo? Nomad Drive. Okay, look. Ah. Happy. Let's try these, right? You remember me from when you were playing the Underworld game like Subnautica, you mean? No, I don't. Subnautica 2. Maybe I do. A little bit. Not fully, but... That why on Steam they have like, okay, free to play game, then they don't, then they have like this game, they're really not free to play. Not this one. That one is Naraka Blade Point, 7 Deadly Sins. I think I'm gonna play a bunch of demo games, try out some games. Like a sub Sunday type shit. But first, I feel like I wanna... Like, Raptor dropped a new video, news and leaks, gaming space. Got Honor Prize and Nick D dropped a new vlog video I wanna watch. Those are 2 different ones. Midsummer Fire Festival. For Warcraft. Okay. Wait, what is this? Find some hope for MMOs. Wait, that's the thing. Wait, that's Destiny 2 shutting down. New World. Stay safe, Amos. Stay safe. New World shutting down, right? Not necessarily shutting down. Oh, they are pretty much shutting down, right? That's like it. Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait for new enemies to drop. Top 20 games of second half. It's next year we will get right frick chat, what's it called? Fable, right? Yeah. Thinking like this day, where was yesterday? Oh. They will release a new Final Fantasy game, right? Like continue the sequel. That's what like the CEO or I think, yeah, he's the CEO, announced on the game show, right? They will drop a new, don't know which one it is. I feel like I wanna play Final Fantasy. Then maybe if I low-key get hooked, it will. Wait, what is it? Final Fantasy. Oh, it's not. At least the Final Fantasy video game. Earth. A Realm Reborn. This is the newest one. Main series related. It's not those. There's some. I don't know. Yeah. You. I love you. Love you. What's Chicago famous for? Have you? That's sick. Supportive relatives. Have you? Yeah. Not the same then. Bing, bing, bing. Back, baby. I wonder, do they work together or do they have like different businesses? That was definitely a dad joke. That's sick though. Uh, do you all remember? I grew up watching this, flipping on a pew, 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 and you like predicted, oh, where is it gonna land next? What's your thoughts on deep dish? I've never ever tried it. It's why Chicago. Yeah, Chicago is known for deep dish. I think I got my answer from the question I had. Code. Heck yeah. Have he made any love songs, by the way? No, right? Cock it. That's some sick pants. Rip shopping. But it into mileage. Planned. Hey, drop, chop, better. That's a newer song, right? They talking real talk, and he's like, ugh. God bless. That's insane. That's gotta be like one of the greatest things to hear. Like your music is making a difference. Oh. Mm. What? That's still sick, but why didn't he like do it like Pokemon cards type shit, you know? That's actually sick. Yes, sir. Rip. Okay, what is that? They gonna eat that? Why they say always save your music, cause you never know. Yes. Yeah, have they like recorded music videos to all their songs? Or like they have. Okay, they have. I kind of like that though. But I guess there's like negatives to it as well, right? How we do that though?
Shout out to Aiden, dude. Seriously, this is awesome. We're gonna go through these all night. Amazing gift. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Very special.
GG's. I watched this whole thing without any sound on the stream.
Xbox will look.
That's fine though.
Hello there and welcome back.
What are we watching next?
If you were to go
Biggest gaming leaks. Let's watch that last.
To another video today. Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Midsummer Fire Festival, and more specifically we're going to talk about all of the brand new updates coming in the Midsummer Fire Festival in 2026. This event has had a ton of new rewards, achievements and quests added to it.
Days,
so yeah, we're going to take a look at it in this video. But before we jump into that, guys, I do want to let you guys know that I am streaming on twitch.tv/twitch.20 are new burning blossoms in the sky. Now there are a couple of different ones here. There is a one-time. There is also some updates to Ahoon, which is obviously the boss for. And finally, there are a couple of new items on the vendor.
Just a small one.
10 years back in time and ask what MMOs. If you were to go 10 years back in time and ask what MMOs are currently popular, the answer you would get would be very similar to the answer you'd get right now in 2026. Now, that's not to say new MMOs haven't been coming out. Any of you who are vaguely familiar with my channel will be aware of New World, which on release actually sold a ton of copies and was pretty popular. But due to what I would call the developers' inexperience with MMOs, and just a slew of technical problems, New World unfortunately wasn't able to maintain its initial momentum and has since been cancelled. It is slated to be shut down in the beginning of 2027. And the question on my mind that's been playing out since the announced shutdown has been, what if we could have this modern take on the MMO with action combat, present-day graphics, console compatibility and crossplay, but, and I don't mean to be rude here, the game was developed by a studio with experience and success in the MMORPG genre. Would that be so crazy? Well, I guess not, because that is actually happening.
What it got with Borderlands?
On the 5th of June at Summer Games Fest, ArenaNet announced Guild Wars 3, and they're calling it the modern evolution of the MMO. Now, before we go any further, it is important to let you guys know this video is sponsored by the developers of Guild Wars 3. And I'm aware that is going to make people question the sincerity of this video and my hype for Guild Wars 3, and also the recommendation to check out their existing MMO, Guild Wars 2, but I genuinely mean this when I say I respect and support ArenaNet for taking the plunge and developing and investing into something new for the MMO genre. The only other big MMO developer I can think of that was willing to commit to making something new was ZeniMax with their...
Why do I like get a feeling like what it's like, you know, Guild Wars 2, you know, Wildstar chat? Not really the sci-fi Wildstar had, but more like the The graphics that oh the feeling style maybe not.
Project
think
Blackbird.
it's
It's been
gonna
in development
be-
for like 6 or 7 years, and it got cancelled. Along with New World,
And-
the Lord of the Rings MMO, Destiny 2, the Warhammer MMO, Ashes of Creation. If you're an enjoyer of this genre, it is pretty depressing. So when I say you should check out the link down below, wishlist Guild Wars 3 on Steam, and try their existing MMO for free, Guild Wars 2, it is from a place of wanting this to succeed. I know you guys might be skeptical, given the track record and or cancellation of every new MMO in the past decade, but genuinely, I think this is our best bet of getting something new in the genre anytime soon that will actually have staying power. I say this because of the details we know about Guild Wars 3 so far, and we'll get into that soon, and because of the proven track record of success with Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. So yeah, it took a long time to get to this point, but I wanted to explain
Doesn't
why I'm
necessarily
excited for
mean
Guild Wars 3,
will
and it's
be-
not just because this video was sponsored. However, thank you
Yeah.
very much to the developers for sponsoring this video, and if you guys want to support me or the prospect of something new in MMOs, again, make sure you check out those links in the description down below. And specifically with Guild Wars 2, you can use code GWBaggins on their website Thorns or End of Dragons. So, what details do we know about Guild Wars 3 so far? A trailer was shown for the game, and the content featured was in-engine, but other than giving us an idea, was shown for the game, and the content
That's racist. And
featured
fourth.
was
Elf.
in-engine, but other than giving us an idea of graphics and the art style for Guild Wars 3, it really didn't show us much else. However, there have also been interviews, a Q&A with the lead developers, and the description of the game on the Steam store page. So far from all of this, we've been able to deduce that Guild Wars 3 will feature action combat as opposed to the traditional tab target option that almost all current big MMOs use. They're also going to be using similar monetization in Guild Wars 3 as they do in Guild Wars 2. One of the big boons of their current MMO is the game is free to play and there's no subscription or even optional subscription or really any reoccurring payments. When you look at the likes of World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy, you do have a subscription to play, and then many other games do have the optional sub, which is, you know, you don't have to pay it, but you're kind of incentivized to pay it because it's got a lot of like features that otherwise make the game a bit miserable to play. And even then you have battle passes on top of that. They have confirmed no subscription, no battle pass. Most likely with Guild Wars 3, we're either going to just see a box price for the game or even free to play with paid expansions, and then probably like skins, cosmetics, you know, the usual stuff on top of that. Gameplay wise, they've also confirmed it will feature horizontal progression. For those of you who are not familiar with the term, it basically means that once you hit max level and get good gear, like armor and weapons, it will stay good forever. You can take a break for a few months or a few years, and when you come back, your character and build will still be relevant and ready to engage in new content, expansions, or anything else they've added to the game. Instead of going on that sort of gear treadmill and like acquiring new items and then getting more power and then getting more...
How will that make sense since new gear and all that will constantly want to upgrade? I don't think that's what it means, but
items and getting more power and then eventually replacing them all with an expansion.
don't
Guild Wars
necessarily
2
want it to
and
stop,
subsequently Guild Wars 3 has you sort of plateau in power fairly early on, and then you just focus on sort of unlocking achievements and completing challenging content, PvPing, leveling up your gathering and crafting. It's not just all about that gear treadmill when you have horizontal progression. With this, they made a big emphasis on respecting players' time. Whilst I do have some qualms with horizontal progression, it's going to be said it is, you know, kind of nice to take a break from the game, come back, and, you know, not have to like scrap all of your gear and start over again. And finally, we also know that the game is being developed for PC and PS5 with crossplay between the two of them. The first opportunity we're going to have to play Guild Wars 3 will be a beta in the fall of 2027. It is actually possible to sign up right now for this beta via the website, and again, links in the description down below for that one. At time of recording, fall of 2027, and the chance to play Guild Wars 3 in its beta is still more than 1 year away. But a cool concept that exists in Guild Wars games is what they call the Hall of Monuments. This is basically an achievement tracker that rewards you skins, titles, and cosmetics in Guild Wars 2 for completing certain achievements in the original Guild Wars. This Hall of Monuments feature is also going to work between Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 3. The devs recently announced this as well. Because of this, and just the general hype of the announcement of Guild Wars 3, I found myself logging in quite a few hours into Guild Wars 2 over the past week. Now, I played a little bit of Guild Wars 2 when it first came out ages ago, but generally I'm a relatively new player to the game. And it's got to be said, this game does have quite a lot of cool stuff going on. One concept I find interesting with Guild Wars 2, and I
Gotta
hope
be a
we'll
world
see
boss,
carried
right?
on into
Yeah.
Guild Wars 3, is the fact that almost all content is relevant. For example, a few days ago, I needed to get a kill on a world boss called Tequatl the Sunless. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that name right. This is a big evil dragon that was a world boss event in the base version of the game. So people were clearing this world boss in 2013. 13 years later, I'm joining in on the event as a new player, having never fought the boss before, and there are hundreds of people taking part. Even though there's been loads of new regions, quests, events, and expansions added over the year, people are still showing up to do some of the oldest content in Guild Wars 2 in the masses. And finding a group is really easy for these events, as they have this cool feature called commander tags. Basically, experienced players can tag themselves as a commander and they'll appear on the map. You can then join their squad from the map and follow them around with ease whilst everyone works on finishing the event. I've been using this same feature in World vs. World to get myself into some big open world PvP fights, and in between all of this I've been working on leveling my crafting, running some dungeon type content called fractals, raiding, and completing quests across the open world to unlock the 9 different types of mounts in Guild Wars 2. The game is really good at delivering a wide variety of content to the player and letting you choose what you think is important. I really hope they keep this philosophy going into Guild Wars 3, although one area I would like to see them improve on is inventory management. It feels like I'm forever opening boxes that have other boxes in them, not knowing whether the items I get out of them are any valuable, and being rewarded with dozens of different types of currency, most of which I have no idea how to spend. Now granted, there is an inbuilt wiki within the game, which explains almost everything, but coming from an MMO where there was a lot of stuff to complain about, I just wanted to feel a little bit more at home having some sort of grievance with Guild Wars 2. Now speaking of other games and
That's a sick
making Guild
feature,
Wars 2 feel
definitely.
a little bit more modern or a bit more action combat,
you know
they
about
do
it.
actually have an action combat mode. If you guys are thinking about getting into Guild Wars 2 but you're not the biggest fan of Tab Target, I'd highly recommend you check it out. You can actually find the setting for this in your keybinds. It's not a camera setting. There is actually a camera setting in there. Now, using for free and play all the way up to max level, make sure
Yeah. Got away. 3. Who thought like all those games down? Like cancel? No, cancel might be. Back. Give me 2 seconds. Draw back. Ciao. Gaming news and new leaks. Did you see? Y'all see the what was it cover art for GTA 6? Clean. Very.
Xbox will look completely different in the next few weeks. We got new rumors about the potential studio closures and way more. But we also have good news about Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, GTA 6, and a big September title potentially moving forward. So a ton of gaming news to go over. Good at you joining this Sunday news roundup, and let's go. It really seems to be happening. GTA 6 pre-orders are opening this coming week on June 25th at digital storefronts and select retailers, which very likely means Rockstar plans to hit the
How much will it cost? I'm gonna put 89.99.
at November 19th release date. We also got a look at the cover art, which looks awesome and is very much in line with previous GTA box art. You got your helicopter on the left, a motorcycle on the right, a woman in the center
Or
left,
Miami type
an
shit.
animal hidden somewhere in the artwork, a water vehicle, a car. It's safe, but again, I think it looks great. Now, on the official website, we can take a look at Vice City at night, lit up by countless lights, where we can also spot ray-traced reflections in action for many of the buildings. Although notably not for the Ferris wheel. Like, this is GTA 6 coverage for you. Every tiny detail gets analyzed. People are now wondering why the Ferris wheel does not have a reflection on the water. Digital Foundry made an article about it. Good for them. And as you would expect, it's hard to draw conclusions based on such a short clip. But right now, it could simply be that certain objects don't use ray trace lighting to save GPU resources on what will be more than 6-year-old consoles by launch. Now let's hope we get an actual new trailer on June 25th when pre-orders go live. I would honestly be shocked if Rockstar does not show new footage to promote these pre-orders. We will at least learn about the deluxe edition and collector's edition and of course the pricing. I'm kind of 50-50. I, for one hand, think they will stick with the standard $70 or 80 euros price tag and then charge more for premium editions.
Why did you say $70 or 80 euros when the euros are worth more? It's more expensive. Like, isn't €1 in Swedish like 1.2, 1.3 compared to the US, like 1.1 or something?
But it could honestly go either way. I just think that if they raise the standard price, then that will be what dominates the headlines. GTA 6 pre-orders are open, but Rockstar is charging $10 more, or maybe even more, for the standard edition. Whereas if they stick to normal prices, then the excitement can remain and fully focus on pre-orders finally opening. We will see. While everything else in the world has become more expensive, game prices have remained relatively stable in comparison, and Rockstar could get away with charging $80 for GTA 6, so there's totally a possibility that they will do it. But my hope is that they stick for the standard edition to the normal price and then offer like a $100 deluxe edition with goodies. They are going to make an absurd amount of money anyway, even before GTA Online microtransactions enter the equation. Let me know your price expectations in the comments and whether you are planning to pre-order on June 25th or will wait. So while Rockstar will likely be making an enormous amount of money this week, just like PlayStation and Xbox, which take a 30% cut for every copy sold, it might also be a very bleak week for the industry as we learn more about the so-called bloodbath happening at Xbox. In last week's Sunday video, I already talked about Microsoft's 3% profit margin and how the new CEO stated that this situation cannot continue. Like 3% is very, very bad. She's planning a major reset, which as expected includes layoffs, although they might be even larger than many realize. Earlier this week, reports surfaced suggesting that Compulsion Games, the studio behind We Happy Few and South of Midnight, Double Fine, the creators of Psychonauts 2, Keeper and Kiln, and Ninja Theory, the studio behind Hellblade, are among the teams facing potential closure. However, multiple Xbox studios are in negotiation to spin off to avoid closure, according to sources. So it is entirely possible that these developers won't disappear, but instead return to being independent. Xbox already knew when they announced Senua during the Xbox showcase not so long ago that Ninja Theory would not remain part of Microsoft long term. Many people found that wild, but I actually think showcasing that game could help Ninja Theory find a buyer or publishing partner by demonstrating that there's genuine interest in Senua, which launches next year. Although it is admittedly strange that Microsoft announced the game as a day one Game Pass title, when that could obviously change if the studio leaves Xbox. So the negotiations between Microsoft and these studios have multiple layers, but the big subject is IP ownership. Microsoft still benefits from retaining franchises like Psychonauts and Hellblade, because then these titles can remain on Game Pass. We've recently seen Toys for Bob spin-off from Xbox while still working on Spyro, but Spyro remains owned by Microsoft. So that is something we might see for these other studios as well. But the reality is that Microsoft's strategy is shifting away from simply filling up Game Pass and more towards generating revenue through game sales and strengthening their own ecosystem. And from that perspective, it unfortunately makes sense that studios known for relatively niche games
like
are
a backlash,
now under pressure. But many reports indicate that these cuts go much deeper. A key part of Xbox's new strategy moving forward is focusing resources on their biggest franchises, which honestly is something we see nearly every major publisher do right now. Making a modern AAA game easily costs $100 million or significantly more, depending on the development time, the studio size, and where that studio is located. So that easily means that the game needs to sell several million copies to justify their budgets, which naturally pushes publishers towards safer bets. For Microsoft, that means accelerating Fallout and Elder Scrolls projects. But right now it seems that if you are not on those franchises, you might be on the chopping blocks. It's honestly surprising that the previous leadership did not immediately try to find a way to make a new mainline Fallout project happen after acquiring Bethesda. Not capitalizing on the momentum from the Fallout TV series feels like a huge missed opportunity and could have improved Microsoft's financial outlook in major ways. Fallout 4 generated $750 million in a single day when it launched in 2015 and sold over 12 million units. Previous leadership was okay with waiting until like 2035 for a new Fallout game, which is insane, and maybe having this success would allow these other teams to focus on more artistic projects that originally helped fill out Game Pass. But yeah, that obviously did not happen, so now we're hearing that studios including id Software, Machine Games, and Arcane Leon might also be in trouble. id Software released Doom the Dark Ages last year, and it was reportedly way less successful than the previous two Doom titles, something that likely does not help justify the studio's position to a highly data-driven leadership team. Indiana Jones from Machine Games also did not set the world on fire commercially, and it's unclear whether Wolfenstein 3 would perform significantly better. Arcane Leon is also not known for making games that sell like plus 10 million, although Blade, if executed well, could certainly perform strongly, but then you have to ask, what does profitability look like when Marvel also takes a share? Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I agree with any of this, but I would be very sad if any of these Bethesda studios disappeared, because they consistently delivered 80 plus Metacritic games easily. Right now we have to wait and see. These cuts are expected at the end of Microsoft's financial quarter, so after June 30th, although we will likely hear a lot more in the next few days, and I will of course keep you up to date here on the channel and on my other channels. Fingers crossed. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. I really hope they don't cut some of these Bethesda studios. That would be very, very sad indeed. Now let's move on to more gaming news. We also got some good news, luckily. Leave a like. That would really help me out. And subscribe, because I post one of these big gaming news on the videos every Sunday. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced has gone gold, meaning the game is almost done. They're still working on a day 1 patch, of course, but the game is now being printed onto discs and sent to manufacturers. July 9th is close. I'm excited to relive the story again, but now with the many improvements and modernized gameplay. I've actually been playing the final update of Shadows a lot this week, and I think that's a pretty good way to prepare, because Black Flag Resynced feels somewhat similar to Shadows gameplay-wise. There are definitely things Shadows did not do well, but they absolutely nailed the stealth and combat. We also got a video highlighting the pre-order items, like if you're still on the fence.
I never finished that game.
Totally wait for reviews, of course, and then you will probably still have plenty of time to pre-order after those drop. I will share my thoughts before launch, stream the game, make tips and tricks videos as you would expect, and I still have a cool pre-launch video as well planned, so stay tuned for more Black Flag Resynced coverage here on the channel, and let me know your hype level in the comments. But first, the sponsor that is making this Sunday video possible, Dune Awakening, that just announced that they're getting a single player mode and are also coming to console with all the content that is now available on PC and more. Like, being able to explore this world in a video game was always appealing to me, but as you know, I'm not too much of a multiplayer person, so having other people run around and even able to destroy my base or take my resources kind of turned me off. So it's really awesome that they are now doing a single player mode where you can experience the multiple story missions this game has, plus explore the deep desert and all its content completely solo. Also, the endgame activities that first required multiple players will now have computer-controlled NPCs, so there's still that feeling of a faction conflict. And they're now also letting you tweak how fast you earn XP or how durability works and other survival elements to make the game less grindy. So some really great changes and additions that will be available on PC and when the console version launches on September 22nd, just in time for the third movie. Now let me know if you're interested in this in the comments down below, and you can pre-order the game now through the link in the pinned comment.
Didn't they recently, I think I looked for the movies on Netflix, the second one. It was just in March, April, May. They released it on Netflix, right?
Support the channel as well. Insomniac is adding the fresh start suit from Spider-Man Brand New Day to Spider-Man 2 on July 28th, just in time for the new movie. Spider-Man 2 has quietly been selling a lot. Alinea Analytics, who have a great track record, know that since the October 2023 launch, Spider-Man 2 has now generated $1.2 billion on PS5 and reliably spikes every holiday season. We learned from the Insomniac leak that the game's budget was around the $350 million, which obviously still
that's well over
although
profit.
Not uncommon again for AAA games these days. But yeah, it's safe to say that it made a healthy profit even after Marvel's reported 30% cut. And it also seems like the Venom game is still happening and could already launch in 2027. It was likely planned as a PS6 cross-gen launch title, but there's a high chance the console won't make it next year. Embracer Group, the company behind games like Metro, Kingdom Come and Tomb Raider, noted this week that they expect the next generation to slip to 2028 or 2029. Which only makes sense looking at the component crisis, but I do think that that means that the Xbox console might launch earlier than PlayStation 6. The original Black Ops and Black Ops 2 are being ported to PlayStation in July by Iron Galaxy, the studio that also co-developed the Spyro and Crash trilogy remasters, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection, and many other projects. These ports will include the campaign, multiplayer and zombies, but likely won't feature updated graphics and will instead simply make the games playable on modern PlayStation consoles. Let me know if it is exciting to you in the comments down below. In the rumor roundup, I look at the biggest leaks and rumors of the week and rate them with stars, 3 being I believe it and 1 means let's take this with a huge grain of salt. Cheap as Gamer posted that the release date for Onimusha may have changed. So during Summer Game Fest, we learned that this promising action-adventure game would launch on Friday, September 25th, but now a Canadian retailer, PNP Games, has listed the game for Friday, September 4th, meaning the release is 3 weeks earlier. September 25th was around the same period as Control Resonant, Silent Hill Townfall, and early access for Ace Combat 8, so it would certainly be a better release window for most September games, apart from Blood of Dawnwalker, which launches on September 3rd, and they will likely be hurt by this decision. Now, there was a hands-on preview event for Blood of Dawnwalker in the US, as we can see from footage here shared by Paris Lilly, who attended the event, so we should hear more about the game very soon. I'm holding my fingers crossed. For now, I'm giving this new Onimusha release date leak 2 stars, although I'm leaning towards 3, because I think this might be right, but only one retailer is currently listing this date. Capcom's official channels still say September 25th. So I will keep you posted and let me know if this would change anything regarding the games you plan to pick up in September. So yes, this coming week will be huge. Potentially a new GTA 6 trailer to celebrate pre-orders going live on June 25th. I'm also expecting some new Black Flag info as we get closer to launch, and I want to get another video on the game out as well. Unfortunately, we will probably also hear a lot of difficult news surrounding Xbox and potentially other gaming companies doing layoffs at the end of the quarter.
When's Reason coming out, chat? When is it supposed to
Bungie's workforce significantly,
drop?
EA potentially doing layoffs
isn't it?
as their acquisition is closing.
Yeah, it is soon. Since he just released that they're printing
and perhaps way more.
all that right now,
cover
right?
everything in next week's Sunday video. I will also go live
Printing
with my
the
weekly news stream on Wednesday on the React channel. A link to that in the description. Thanks again to Dune Awakening for sponsoring this Sunday video. Without their support, these videos would not be possible. There's a link with more information.
Do I call my brother? He's playing. Hasn't called back. Like, nah, fuck you. I don't want to talk to you. Okay, what game do we start with? The hell? Do I need a controller for it? Oh. Hope not. I really do want to play. Wait. If I have. I'm not still as. Where did privacy policy? So vising off max quality ultra. Mission automatic player. Let's go. Ooh. Look around, you little. Can I up the I want up the feel of you as well. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Yeah, that's a break. What is H and L? Ooh. calm and meditated, right? But if you feel like being in more control, you can switch to manual control settings. What? Yeah, let's try it. Audio, let's dump the audio down. How do I do it? Ah. Camera, break, tab. Automatic. None. It's hard to steer, chat. Not gonna lie. Drive it over! Rough terrain uphill. Use low range to gain more traction on regular terrain. Back to high range. Your vehicle gets stuck, look around to find something attached to it. I'm really stuck. Cool. Bro, he can drive for shit. Who is this dude? Look at that. Turn, bro. I'm off. Echoes. Go, Zafankar. Talking about with this. Let's see. Let's see. They have like other anime. Got the other anime's name. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Ah, damn, my computer is. I see the back of my eye. Ash compiling. While faster, goddammit. Soon. Got it. 100%. First thing I notice is my mouse is not slower. A time for you. What if I want to be a girl? I cannot escape. Not access the settings. Okay. A bummer. What do I run? That's a bummer. Even if it's a demo, you think these have. Oh. Tab. App cursor. Alright. So how do I run? Can't run? Shoot. E for pickup. So weird. I think that's the heal, right? Bone. Was that clay? You do the heavy attack, it's make that effect. Kinda cool. I get something from. Okay, so I gain stuff from them, huh? How many times can I use the heat though? Sliced. Surely you're able to, is it like classic or is it like gain a weapon that's like BRB? Like a real gamer? Yep. The effects look sick though. How does it look? Is it the pouch? I got nothing in. Wait, here it is. Weapons. Like weapon masters, items acquired. Okay, so here. Why do they have it? So pouch? Because a bag is a bag, right? Why do they have items required? Is it like bank? They gotta make keybinds. U to sprint. Okay, that's weird. Be like, yeah, definitely need. U to sprint is the weirdest. How am I gonna help them? Do I gotta pick it up or can I just run over? Bye. I gotta pick it up. Let's loot it. Or that I have to run. That I don't like. Oh shit. Here we go. Uh-oh. Luckily, it's just a game, right? Gaming inside of a game. Yeah. Hello. Ouch. Well, no, I didn't. I lied. Oh, shit. Yep. No. Oh, can he talk? I'ma follow the progress of the series. Yes. Says I'm open. Markers indicate points of interest while visit. No. Here we have it. Finally. Change map. The map is huge. What? Yeah, that was kind of cool actually. Combat so far is not too shabby. Should make it so you can like climb. Ooh, I got them both. Yeah. GG's. I beat it. Boom. How many were there? 3? You don't really have any stamina, which you have. GG's. I don't. Way to go, though. I couldn't even attack. Yeah, okay. Got a sword. Call. Yeah, that is sword skill. What about the pouch? Items acquired. How do I... Can even use... Whip it. Huh. He talks too much. Yes. Right. Resting and saving will recover your HP replenish. Checkpoint updated. I don't like how they made the game as if a game, playing a game, you know what I mean? Got that like type of vibe as Sword Art Online. Turn to town. Hold control and what? Boom! On our way. Luring us into piece of nugget. I'm not nervous. You're nervous. Why should I be nervous? I'm not nervous. Hello? No. Can I get out of here? I wanna see the open world. Out of here. Casually went to sleep. Jeez. Guess that's one way of doing it. There's I'm open. Do it. There. Doesn't this ring a bell, chat? You watched Sword Art Online. Those bastards took down team. Interesting. Bastards. We got this, right? Oh. Ow. Boom. That's brutal though. Eee. What's that? Oh. Flap. Memories that sustain the world in her. Maybe make it as a decision based, so I have time to do that. After. Do you think like in the future will they have like the VR type shit like Sword Art Online, where you like lay in bed, you put them on, and then you actually that will can you let me run, please? Hey. Kirjoitu chat. Maybe we rewatch it for a lot. Before. Out! Finally. Right. Sure. Up. On the road again. This actually doesn't look that bad. Damn. Hey. Hey, yo. Yo. Wait, so it's not like teleportation system? BRM. Now, would you live in? If you had a chance, would you wanna live in a world like this? I sure as hell would want that. Imagine it exists out there somewhere, right? Imagine. Maybe the dialogue system, like the choices, don't work, but I got nothing. Got nothing. All my stuff at. I see on the map what items. Oh, we're sharing a bed now? Ah, damn it. What orb? Use the orb just like your data, improve your character. I see. That's growth. Vitality, stamina. Okay, here it would be nice. You have like all that space to the right. Here. Like see and not be able to like go in. Rapier. materials, a lot of material. Partner. Database. That's just the characters. I gotta play with him. I don't want to play with bro. Hmm. Noob slayiness. Yes, sir. God damn it. Like they put in like the IRL theme into the game. Is the game's not out yet, right? Let me go grab some water, chat. Watermelon. Can you have a bow though? Feel me? A bow? Yeah, where did that piece of nugget go? Upgrade, combine 2 weapons under X money weapon. Sell weapons and materials to exchange for coal, use scraps for... Seems like you can't have it. How do I know if it's an upgrade or not? Oh wait, swap details. Got 5.5k. Huh. Old man, you're slow. Oh, hello. Okay, here purchase, craft consumables. Buy craft. Okay, so how do I see there required materials? I can only craft one. Okay. Got one. Can I sell? I want to sell. Sell these. Got it. That little cutscene, they should skip that. Ooh. Painter test. Smithy. Oh, I can TP to all of the. Oh. Play encounter in the ruins outlines the basic of. Got it. It's outside of town though. I wanna like explore the world. That what the game is about. Then in the open world you can like see on the map where the dungeons are at, right? Wish to hide a bar. Yes. Yes. I like that. Pillars of light. That one. Yeah, I like this. Like some. If it's like this open world or the map, you got like the exploration to it. And you mine and stuff like that as well, buy a house, like exactly like the game, like the anime. Be able to jobs as well. Yes, nice. Do you unlock double jump or no? And I can I can see the vision. Like the ruins here, for example. Is there any point of me exploring it? Know what I mean? Can you swim? Chat, I see the vision. Could be a sick game. That's depending on how they go forward with it, right? Could be something to hang. Well, I wanna see what this is. Fantasy. I'll be right back, chat. What we got? What we got? Brightness 6. Quickly several accessories that simplify gameplay. Standard equipment. Cool. Next, you will give an option to move to the next quick. Pipe. too much visuals. It's stuttering, chat. There he is. I need to access. I do it. Is it the same protagonist as the other ones? Or is there always a new protagonist? Alright. Yo. Much better. Basically, any time that's Why are the cutscenes so... flickering? Oop. That's just disrespectful. Oh. Wow. Yeah. Get a room. Oh. Okay, so what type of settings? Because this is good, right? Game settings, action focus, quick complete, photo, camera, super. Why does it do that? Uh-oh. Is it all the amount of cutscenes and all our waiting? Is it the same throughout the whole game or no? Damn. Close call. Ooh. What about the other dude? Got smashed. He got two. I heard that name. You talk. Hey man, went your best shot. I got a great master. What do I say? Hmm. And my wound. By the way, chat, it's Ubisoft that has Assassin's Creed. Boom! Bomber sick. So far. Ding. Father's back. Where's father though? Uh-oh. Ech. I agree with the guard. Say less. Oh, don't run away. Dad, if I want a dog, I want a dog like that. A dog. It's like a wolf dog, like a husky type shit, right? So far, there's a lot of cutscenes, a lot of find your way down and why end though? Oh, bro, you can jump higher, can you not? Wait, I have that mark as well. Is that because you're exiled? Oh. Prince. Why do I like her, chat? Who is she? Gotta be his sister, right? One of his siblings. Why do I like feel like the game is like feel like some type of drawn to her? Know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, wait, what is this? Attributes proven to comprehend current level status, abilities, damage, journal, items. Journal. Icon. Gotcha. You know what? This will be it for today's stream. We'll continue this. I kind of got a little bit hooked. I don't normally like the that is too much. Want more game. Graphics look good. Combat seems nice. I mean, but today this will be it. Maybe if I don't go live a little bit later, I'm hesitant about it. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love. God bless. Bye.